We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers.
Team set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go. 11. Stand up.
Our first carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second.
And that's going to be incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler to about the 33-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett.
It's not frugal about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st down. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Now, meanwhile, a pass pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The Chargers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10. This out quickly to Williams.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Herbert changing things up.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Justin Herbert,
His 9th touchdown of the season.
and the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
We pause for an injury here. It looks like it's Keenan Allen who's in some pain down there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
Herbert now. And it'll be intercepted. And now look at him go. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Running on first down, Eckler. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now 2nd and 9. They pitch it to Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Go.
Now it's Herbert.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Josh Palmer.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer.
And Notre Dame seems to be turning into tight end U. And they just seem to churn out those reliable chain-moving pass catchers. And Mayer, one of the best in that line. Las Vegas, fortunate to get him in round 2 and plug him in as a starter.
Hey, gun.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Garoppolo now. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jacobs going to try the middle.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Wait. 11.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
I got you. 12. Flag. 11.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo.
Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown.
From 19 yards away.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making the big play.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, LA. Josh Palmer, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Here we go.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11. Hey, come on.
Throwing now is Garoppolo.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
21. Set.
It's Eckler again. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3rd down and 10. Now Herbert going to change the look. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 57-yard attempt.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Yeah, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Offense set to get this drive started.
21,
Charles,
21.
we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. He stiff arms it. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And now they're in the hurry-up.
5-9.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Set.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Play action. It's Herbert.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Quick throw. It's Mayer.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of growth.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 11.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And Eckler's going to pick up a Chargers 1st down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Eckler's long been one of the most underrated players in the NFL, but he's now starting to get his due. 915 yards, a career best last season, with 13 touchdowns on the ground.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's Herbert now on second down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away this time.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive. But 2 incompletions since. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
second down and 6 now from the 42.
Baylor Tigers. Hey, Ram.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
From the 42-yard line, here's the second down and 6.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Robert Spillane. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10
at their own 24.
Hey, gun. Stick.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now when they're running.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11. 12, fellas. Here we go. Set hunt.
Now Garoppolo. He hits Adams, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
11.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it's complete to Adams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Garoppolo looks to throw. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Chargers 31, Raiders 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And here comes Abdullah on the return.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Garoppolo's pass complete to Davante Adams. A gain of 43 yards.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Go.
Herbert on 1st down now. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Home troops right. Ready.
Throwing, Herbert. Johnston on the quick slant.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's 1st down.
Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Herbert.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 37 yards.
And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Abdul is going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Whoa. Stay high.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And they take a knee. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Let's go.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6.
5-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo to throw. Pass complete. It's Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
5 seconds, no timeouts. Here we go. One final try now for Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Mayer. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That was a long shot.